Welcome to ISE 2023 in slightly chilly Barcelona. This is Rich Fregosa, Uncle Richie for AVNation.tv. I'm at the Biamp booth with Joe Andrulis, who is the Executive VP of Corporate Development. Joe, it's good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Actually, the second time in a couple of months. You and I had a chance to sit down in studio last time.
We did.
In September, so a little chillier this time.
Absolutely a little bit chillier, but it's sunny and it's beautiful, and inside the hall it's wonderful.
And it's actually pretty amazing. The booth is
Thank
gorgeous. So when we sat down in the summer, I think we actually were the first day
Yes.
that you and I had our interview, and it was a matter of we didn't know what the show was going to be like. It was that moment of, is this going to go off? What are we looking at? It was a nice surprise, I think, what we had. But now fast forward, we're back on track. It's
Yes.
January, on the regular schedule. It's feeling like a real trade show again, I guess. We're here on the second day of the
Yeah.
show. Tell me some of your impressions that you've got of the show so far.
The show has been an amazing success. I mean, as you say, it feels like, we're back. And it was a wonderful surprise last year. We didn't know what it was going to be. It was really actually much better than we expected. But then you come and you see it back in its full glory, and you're reminded of just how important the show is and what an amazing opportunity it is to connect with our customers. And the show is just the platform of choice for this. It's wonderful.
It's funny that you mentioned connection. One of the conversations that I've been having during the show is that, obviously this is a technology show.
Yeah.
We're always focused on, incredible product and tech specs and everything else.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think, especially now that we can be back together, it's taking that moment to remember that, there's people who are in this industry who love what they do, and they find their ways all kinds of different directions to get to here. And so I've been asking a simple question, because sometimes I'm just curious too, is
Right.
how did you wind up at Biamp? Talk a little bit about your story and the travel getting here.
It's you brought up people, right? The industry is made up of people, and that's really what brought me into the industry. I was introduced to the AV industry, 15 years ago now, through some friends who were part of AMX. You remember AMX?
Yeah, I do.
And so that was my first joining. I joined AMX. I became introduced to Rashid. Rashid and I have just then continued on and been seeking new adventures over and over again. And so after AMX was sold to Harman, he and I joined back up again, and we're like, what are we going to do next? And we went out looking for a great platform to build the next great AV company. We were lucky enough to find Biamp and able to get that deal done, and have continued on to this day and transformed it into something we're all very proud of.
As they say, the rest is history.
The rest is history, yes.
Well, we are here at the tech show.
We are.
Let's talk a little bit about Biamp and your direction in 2023 and
Sure.
the product line.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're standing in front of an advertisement convenient enough for Parlay.
Go figure, how did that happen?
It's one of our latest additions to conferencing, which you probably already know is a very, very big category for us. And the industry overall is pretty prominent use of our technology. And so we've been continuing to advance that line in all our solutions for conferencing. A couple of things we've done for this show is add more bundles. There's this clear trend among customers to want to buy just a whole solution and not have to assemble it all, get it certified, so they're very confident that it's going to go in. And so we've added some new bundles, and we also just announced a partnership with Lenovo, where we'll be reselling their ThinkSmart Core UC hosts for Teams and Zoom rooms. So now from Biamp, you can get a complete solution of some best-in-class components that will set you up for a great experience in all your room types.
Well, this is the part where we say we lay the foundation for the teaser for part 2,
All
where we're
right.
going to talk about that specifically. So we're going to line you up on that one, but for this year. Well, that's fantastic. In terms of what you're seeing with these products, a lot of times we wind up having these high-level conversations of
Yeah.
the overviews of what the technology is doing. Let's talk a little bit about what are you finding have been some of the significant, real-world use cases that your partners are coming back to that they're finding with this?
For conferencing in
Yeah,
particular?
absolutely, yeah.
Well, certainly, through the pandemic, we all came to regard conferencing and video calling generally, right, is no longer kind of the special case thing, but really the new standard for how we're going to communicate. And so I would say that what we've done with conferencing is just enable the kind of communications that businesses have now found essential to conduct business. It's interesting, I mentioned the interest in complete solutions. That's kind of been driven by the realization by companies that no longer is this a convenience.
Right.
It's a necessity.
Right.
And when it goes down or people are confused by it, business kind of stops. And so we're trying to play into that and address those concerns of the company by giving them solutions they can have confidence in.
Now I'm going to talk about some specific solutions and products that are supporting the ecosystem as a whole. So let's
Yeah.
talk a little bit about this box that's
I would
behind
love
me.
to. So in the previous one, we mentioned how we see customers really having an interest in complete solutions, things that make it really easy for them to put in their installations. And while conferencing is a huge part of our business, we support all kinds of different installations. Things in retail, things in classrooms, and so forth. And so we were looking for what could we do more for our customers to make installations more convenient for them. And we saw an opportunity in amplifiers. We have more than 40 different models of amplifiers, and yet we introduced a brand new line here at ISE, a Volterra line of analog amplifiers. And what distinguishes them is their very small size, very compact size, lots of power in this unit, 600 or 300 watt capabilities into 4 or 2 channels, but they're also highly configurable. You can use them at high Z or low Z applications with complete flexibility, allocate powers amongst the channels as the application requires. And they come matched with libraries that support all of our different speakers. So putting them as a snap, it takes no software to configure them, and the unit is Energy Star ready. So very, very efficient, compact, low cost, easy to use solutions for a wide variety of applications.
So a product like this always has a story. There's always got to be a reason that a product like this works through. You've got the incredible line that's worked its way through. You know, one of the things that we always want to make sure that we're talking about is real world applications. You know, obviously, you know, if this is a solution to what must have been some feedback from your partners. Yeah. So what was the story and the origin behind this unit itself?
I would say that the overriding story was a desire for efficiency. And the efficiency came in a couple ways. Energy efficiency, so energy site compliant. Space efficiency, small unit, but also importantly, it doesn't have to go in a rack. So it can go in areas where you don't want to outfit an equipment room or whatever. And you wanted the efficiency of your stocking. So you didn't need a bunch of different amplifiers to go and support your different applications. And so make it really, really flexible so I can adapt it to my application type. This unit does it all.
Again, that's the whole point, right? Is that you guys are making sure that you're finding ways in the ecosystem to deliver solutions. Well, that's fantastic. If people want to find out more about the amplifier itself, or if they want to find out more about the Biamp line in general and your technology solutions, how can they find you?
The best way to do it is on our website, www.biamp.com.
Well, there you go. You want to find out more information about Biamp, you can find it on their website. You want to find out more information about our coverage here in Barcelona at ISE 2023, you can find it on our website at avnation.tv. This is Rich Fregosa, Uncle Richie, for avnation.tv.